1652. The day everything changed, not because of war, not because of God, but because of law, when January Van Riebeeck and his men arrived at the Cape. They didn't just bring muskets and Bibles, they brought paper, pens and a system. The Roman Dutch law. A law that decided who could own, who could rule and who could kneel. The Khoi and San had no idea a courtroom had just landed in their backyard. A courtroom without their language, without their consent, and without their humanity. You see, our ancestors lived under councils, where disputes were settled by elders, through restoration, not punishment, through truth, not titles. That was our law. Then came theirs, dressed in Latin, sealed with signatures, unwritten to protect the man with the gun and the farm. It was genius, really. Why fight a war when you can legalise victory? Why steal when you can call it transfer of ownership? Why enslave when you can say labour contract? And that's how the first land grab became perfectly legal. Their law didn't protect us, it enslaved us. By 1657, Dutch settlers were already farming on land the natives could no longer touch. By 1670, indigenous cattle were taxed under foreign law, and by the 1700s, entire communities were labelled subjects. Subjects in our own land. Roman Dutch law had become the invisible chain. It didn't need guards or whips. It had judges and clerks, and centuries later it would still be there, signed into apartheid, and still sitting quietly beneath the constitution we celebrate today. I am the native South African. 1652 was not just the year of arrival. It was the importation of control, the beginning of a system that made the conqueror righteous, and the native guilty, simply for existing. But knowledge breaks that silence, and understanding is our first act of freedom. We are here to name the systems that took from us, to teach the truth plainly, and to bring dignity back to our people. Bringing dignity back to the African, because freedom means nothing if you don't understand the rules that govern it.